definitely cooler than normal, especially for this late in July. So here's a look at what's happening with our weather headlines. We are looking at a deeper marine influence, so it's a lot thicker than what we normally see at the end of July. And then we're looking at the clouds gradually clearing, just like what we saw yesterday. So it took a little bit of more time for the clouds to clear yesterday morning, and the cooling trend will continue. Temperatures today, though, because of so much cloud cover overhead, we're talking 10 to 15 degrees below average. Take a look. I'm going to show you just how thick the clouds are. So I'm putting up the map, and I'm going to show you what we're seeing right now, because we are definitely looking at a little bit more of the clouds that have pushed all the way inland past some of our inland valleys, and we're even looking at some clouds in some spots like the Santa Clarita. So here's a look. I'm going to take you over to the San Fernando Valley this morning, and this is what we're dealing with. So we are looking at a little bit more of the clouds. So here's a look. I'm going to step out because something's wrong with our technology this morning. But what I can tell you is that we're looking at the clouds all the way up to our foothill communities. And so as we head into areas like LA and Orange County, a lot of the clouds have filtered in, and we're actually looking at some clouds. If we can pan over to the Inland Empire, we're going to try to see, we're definitely looking at the clouds all the way into the Inland Empire this morning, which is unusual, especially for this time of year. All right, so here's a look at what we are dealing with as we head into the afternoon. So we're going to start to see those temperatures warm up, but as we head into the afternoon, it's not really going to be as much, it's not going to be that much warmer than what we normally would see this time of year. We're talking about temperatures slightly below average. You can see 71 for San Clemente once the clouds gradually clear away. We'll have toasty temperatures in Lake Elsinore, upper 80s, 79 for Yorba Linda, 78 for downtown LA. But yes, it is definitely much cooler than normal, especially for this time of year because of just how extensive the clouds are here. All right, so I'm going to step in and show you what we're doing, because temperature wise here in Southern California, we are looking at a little bit more of those temperatures staying a little bit cooler because of the clouds. We do have a low pressure system that I do want to tell you about that is really bringing in a little bit more of that sea breeze. So here's a look. We have temperatures in the low 60s for Malibu, 66 for the Corona area. And then here's a look at our highs. So the first column, this is what our forecast highs will look like. Second column is where we should be this time of year. So you could see the difference. We're talking about well below average temperatures, mainly in the 70s and 80s today, which normally we typically would see in the 80s and also in the 90s. So when exactly will the clouds start to clear away? Well, we start to see some of the clouds kind of clear away once we head into the latter part of the morning. So it's still going to be with us up until the 9 a.m. hour. Then by 10:30, we start to see a little bit more of that hazy sunshine as the clouds begin to mix out. And then finally, just after the lunch hour, we're looking at much clearer conditions, especially as you head inland. A few clouds still lingering in the Oxnard area and then maybe near Costa Mesa. But by the afternoon, we're looking at plenty of sunshine for most areas. And then we start to see some clouds pushing back into the South Bay. And then we pretty much stay clear for the rest of the evening for most areas before those clouds really start to surge back again. But temperature wise, we will be a little warmer starting tomorrow for the Inland Empire, but we're staying below average. So we're going to fluctuate between upper 80s, low 90s for the second half of the week through the end of the weekend. It's not until Monday, take a look, we start to slowly warm up to the mid 90s. And then here's a look at our valleys, mid 80s by the time we head into tomorrow, and by the end of the week, fluctuating upper 80s, low 90s as well. We're watching a high pressure system coming in from the east. So by the start of next week, that's when the slow warm up begins. But for now, we're looking at those temperatures staying below average, 76 for LA and Orange County, upper 70s starting tomorrow. All right, Chris and Kalina, I'm going to work on getting this fixed for you, but I'm going to send it back to you. Happy Tuesday.